It should be back. We back. We should have brought. White should have brought his black plushie with him, but he forgot it in the car at the glove compartment. Oh, would you imagine that? Yeah, I meant to say by the at the start of the stream that we do have a little bit of rain and scattered thunderstorm, scattered thunder here and there. So yeah, I went in thinking that it will have some problems. On Twitter, and I thought it was very fun because where I'm from, we have a lot of thunderstorms, so it seems so normal to me. We do have in winter for sure, and usually it's at night or at dawn. But today was the first time it was like around 10 a.m. and it's the whole thing was very funny because I have 2 windows in my room, and the storm was approaching. So I look out one window and it's raining, and there is thunder, and the other window it's blue skies still. So it was very beautiful and inspiring. Enjoy. I love thunder. I love fog. I love a lot of these, especially thunder. I'm very fascinated by thunderstorms. So I hope you enjoy them wherever you are, Shiro. Hey, Blue, welcome. I was just talking earlier about how much this scene upset me, drawing it, writing it, and even today while rereading it. I feel this tightness in my chest. And that's why when all first three actions, Shiro, Elma, and Blue, were about speechlessness, and with Blue mentioning stomachache, I'm like, ugh. Been there. Falling into a black hole of dark fatalism that twisted every thought to its bittersweet end. We mentioned the alien, yes. I don't know. I can't believe that I'm playing along with this alien thing. Oh, I was so ready to run away. Time stopped for him. You're reading without breathing? Welcome back, Aishu. I'm sorry for that experience, but at the same time, I'm happy because that was me creating this scene. It feels like I managed to illustrate the heavy feeling that is in the air. Hopefully. I fed into White's black hole of a mind. Streamlabs still has Crow Country in the description. Really? Oh, I changed that to arts. Come on. Oh no, Twitch is really... I have been thinking of Crow Country, but no, we're arching now. Come on. Done. It should be art now. So far, for every year I'm reading Greyis, I have drawn myself in a speechless reaction. Can't wait to have a collection. So have you drawn this today on the spot, or do you have it saved? I was wondering about that. It's a very well illustrated reaction. On the spot, my god. That's impressive. And the questions? With little white font? Yes, you can't. Ah, welcome, Aishu. One day you can make your own Greyis update reaction calendar. Speaking of calendar, I was meaning to talk about that. So today I realized that Wuakrai, the merchandise shop that I have, they offer calendars. And I was thinking, would anyone be interested if I just maybe put the best 12 screen caps maybe from this year and the last year, or panels or something else? I don't know. If anybody is up for that, we could talk about it. I started the stream being sleepy like White, and now I'm hungry too. He's affecting me too much. White being hungry is something that I didn't plan, and I will keep talking about it because it's just so shocking to me how that happened. Also Blue, I liked what Blue said on Discord about White. I've been trying to remember, because earlier today, I worked today on several things that I'm so mentally drained, I can't remember. But I was thinking how White probably can break the fourth wall. He has some knowledge. He's Flowey from Undertale. He's Sans from Undertale. So it's very funny that he doesn't want... He's aware of the readers. Oh yeah, I remembered now. I got a comment about a certain speech bubble in chapter 72. A comment like while proofreading from the proofreader, and they changed something that White said, removing the in it. Like he's saying something, and they suggested removing the. And I'm like, but wait, I kind of need this thing to be identified in a way in this conversation between these two, because it's something that they both know. And then I realized, like, then why, if those two people know this thing, why aren't they talking about it? Oh, White probably has some knowledge that other people are reading, other people that he doesn't want them knowing this information. Clippings calendar? That's a great idea, Psycho. If you all agree on a clippings calendar, you just can just suggest them, and I will work on it on stream. We can go over it together, and then I'll put it up for sale. This is the best thing about this service. I do have some unreleased art or like ideas that I haven't worked on yet that I want to release for merchandise, but we also have a lot of things already. So if anybody feels like, I was thinking about, they do notebooks. I realized there are notebooks. Like, okay, so why not people just choose illustrations and I can slap them on that notebook and putting them up for sale. Honestly, a Greyis yearly journal is so appealing to me. I thought of it for so long, and it's like with a manga look and stickers and all that. I think when I worked on all these Discord emotes, even though it wasn't for Discord, it was for Line back then, I thought it would be cool if there's a Greyis journal. Us readers are probably like Whisperville to him sometimes. Oh, that's deep. Oh my god. But it would be nice if he just sees and appreciates you differently, eventually. His initial reaction would probably be like that, for sure. This is like White is actually writing Greyis as it goes. That's a scary idea, man. Hey, Nameless. Hey, Naru, welcome. Shoutingville. This is sounding too much like, oh my god. Lou is now steering the wheel again. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, I feel it. I need it to happen. I need to just give it a proper chance and then decide. Once and for all. Because in the end, if I don't click with it, I will just watch someone talk about it, learn everything I want to learn, but yeah, I do want to give it a proper... Because with the themes and everything, it does feel like something that I need to read myself. It would also be thematic, like you read Greyis, throws journal at you, there, you need it. Yeah, it's gonna have Daniel stickers. Reality testing, reality testing, reality testing. Right, I feel like I need this to be formatted in a something like this. Yeah. So I fed into White's black hole of a mind. This reminds me of Milgram Music Project, where some of the characters can canonically hear the audience's reaction, theorizing. Whoa. I love ideas like that. This is one of the most appealing things in Deltarune for me, especially the route that I didn't play. The weird route. It's just full of these ideas. To be honest, I was intended to do it from this Hijri year, but yeah, I haven't the time to. And I said, okay, from the second semester, but if you'll do it, I'm with you. I'm open to anything that you can make it, because here's the thing. Maybe after the teaser, I will tell you, because today there was a change in plans with printing and a lot of things. Nothing is set on stone, but I'm kind of... Today surprised me with a few things and projects. So my mind kind of shifted from, oh, I'll finish this thing and then I can work on the volume cover and I'm done, to, oh, I can do this and this and this though. It'll be great. So yeah, and after that I saw all the new products they added to the merchandise store. So I kind of feel like I will need some help with whatever you feel like you want. It will be easier. Oof, I love this one. The audience literally decides milligram. That is so cool. Maybe the journal has a pocket with a few tissues. The idea of printing tissues, I was on AliExpress or Alibaba, I don't remember which one, looking for printing presses that print tissues around volume 7. Let's thank Daniel again. We jumped a big one again. Daniel is like, he's just the hero of this book, for real. I save ORV downloaded in my Kindle, but it's so daunting. I have it, but I decided that 2026 is the year I'm gonna read it, and it's gonna be on stream or Discord voice call at some point. I zoomed in on the DNA test to catch anything, but yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's just it's probably called like unreadable handwriting or unreadable text brush. Hey Draco, welcome. Honestly, White, throughout the previous chapters, previous books actually, he could have easily walked out of this conversation. Just shut it down or walk out. But I guess, again, Daniel, with his reality testing talk, with his... a lot of things that he said throughout the book, and especially with what Black did, is kind of making White stop ping and considering his options, or at least thinking of the questions. But about that music project and how the audience dictate, I had an idea, maybe like when I started Greyis, I didn't think that, I knew that it's going to be a long story, but I didn't imagine that it's going to be the one thing I want to work on for years and years. And I had a lot of ideas, because I do like to use any medium I'm in creating with to its full potential in a way that is not easy to adapt. And I was thinking of this, I had this, I don't know, it appears in chapter 6, the cover of chapter 6, no, the cover of chapter, yeah, 6, Smile versus Frown. There is this cereal box that has a character on it. This character is called Mellow, short of Marshmallow, and I thought of drawing this small, or drawing and printing this small notebook where to read the story you have to rotate and like flip the notebook, the book, I mean, to read the story. So he's just moving all over the pages. And from there, look, when I thought of this idea, I wasn't that really invested in this Mellow character that much. There's another character that I have that is very funny. I will have to dig up his sketches. He's called Dream. I don't know if anyone is that old of a fan that remembers Dream, who has a ghost friend, a plant friend, a firefly, and the cloud friend. And for this character, it's more like a game in my head than a story. So I always thought of, can someone do a comic book or a manga book where by the end of it, you choose the next or how the story branches out? Either by comments or by, like, I will have to, from volume 1, I will have 2 volume 2s. And based on your, what do you want this character to do, you buy the next book. And there's even like a limited run of it and stuff like that. Like, I thought a lot about it. So it's very interesting when a piece of media is that reliant on the audience. It's just, I don't think it's an experience that can be easily that can be easily forgettable. And it becomes so personal and precious. Oh, Nara remembers. Goosebumps book like that? Tell me more. I'd love to look at it. I'm pretty sure it's not like that unique of an idea. I'd love to see stories and creations like that. Thank you for the follow. Where you jump between pages depending on the actions you want the characters to take. My god, that's the thing. Like, why didn't I like, the idea is very appealing and it kind of gets my brain running, but why didn't I commit to it? Because I don't have the brain to it, honestly. I don't have that brain. I don't have that kind of brain. It will exhaust me. So I'm very fascinated by anyone who is able to do that. I saw once someone update a story on Twitter, made a thread, and then at one point there is a poll and the readers choose what course of action should the story go in. It is so cool. That is so cool. Hey, Silly. Good morning. Welcome. Oh. How many people noticed the borders around white? Let's look at them. They had the same borders, and then there's this thickness here, and then more thickness, and then more thickness. Like page 4 you get, if you go to the attic, jump to page 15. If outside continues, you fight. Oh my god, that is so cool. You're attempting it? Oh. All the best of luck for you. That character dream is kind of... Now, every time I drew white as a kid, especially in the fairy tale sketchy style, I remembered of that character. And their objectives kind of overlap. It's very sad. Thank you for noticing. The border was the edge of the black hole. Last panel looks like a one-way mirror in a police... No comment whatsoever. I have nothing. Box him off. Oof. It's sad that Jad wants to keep him there. I'm just grinning ear to ear. Don't be scared, it's very safe here. And it's where I need to have white inside these borders. These blacks emoji grinning, basically. I don't completely agree with Jad's approach. At the same time, I know it's effective. Yeah, I was interested when you said this as well. You mentioned this, or was he the one who imposed this dynamic? And I was very interested with, I don't know, I got the impression that you are critical of that line. But yeah, as I said, it's kind of sad that sometimes, or not sometimes, it's just actually the only way you could get white. Trapped. Yeah, I guess. Not everyone is black. Black can do it effortlessly. Without needing to do anything, any of this. But someone like Jad, I don't know. Again, I can't wait to get more reactions on this scene. Grinning D, Evil D. I won't even disagree with that. As a person who doesn't really smile that much, hey silly, you just read the update? How are you finding it? I'm critical of that single word because it's contradictory on Jad's part. How so? This reminds me how Aisha told Jad that he isn't White's friend, and now Jad pulls this. Yeah. If anyone watched... Now, I'm not gonna talk about this scene specifically, or what I'm about to say, it doesn't relate to this scene specifically, but it is the thing that I noticed, and I think the first time I noticed how, as a parent, you befriend your kids, but at a certain age, not when they're kids, and the line between being a friend and being... I hate to say it like this, but like this is what comes to mind right now on stream with my one brain cell. As an authority figure in a relationship is very important. And I think the first time I noticed it was while I was watching Gilmore Girls. Because there comes a time when you kind of feel like, oh no, you can't actually use the parent card now. You lost the parent right long time ago. Are we done with these? Wait, and it's where I need to have white. This looks kind of big. Violet hates using parent card. Yes, she does. Thanks for the hydrate. Not only be in the middle, but it's just like when you can definitely, and you should befriend, because there is a time when you have to stop being a parent when your child is an adult. Not 100%, but it's like it starts with, let's say you start 100% parent and then 90% parent, and then you meet in the middle, and then you become more of a friend, because you gotta let go. I see it from my region and my culture. A lot of parents stay 100% parent to their full-grown adult children. It's very... It hinders the progress, for sure. But yeah, all this started when Tam brought up Aisha, and Aisha kind of wanted to make it clear for Jad that what White needs is a parent. Do you have any questions about my relationship with your mother? And no, he doesn't. Look at that. He doesn't. He's fine. As an Arab, I get it. Welcome, hummus. Yes. How do you manage to store all the manga pages? First, organization. Organization is key, and then I do have multiple hard disks that and SSDs that I keep backing up all the chapters to. What White needs is a parent. Yes. We love blocks of text. Because Jad left White to do what he wants, he says that himself. Then immediately after he suggests White impose the dynamic, which sort of gives the impression White intentionally set the groundwork for it. It's trying to flip the responsibility when he just owned up to being responsible for this dynamic. Sure, they both played into it, but that word isn't the right one to use. Yes, thank you. Again, this scene, I want discussions, I want opinions, and I'm open. Just like the Eldar Noir discussions, I'm open to hearing all sides because, yeah, in the end, we are here for flawed characters and grey interactions and actions and words. And yeah. Jad, we need to talk about Jad a little bit. No, it's not. It's Jad who's saying this. As a kid, you don't see your father opening up. So there, you have a boundary you can't cross. He kind of... It's sad that he kind of asked too much of a little kid that is willing to do anything to be accepted. My heart. I don't know why I'm too emotional today. Why it's gonna drive me crazy. One thing I appreciate about Jad here is how he tries so hard to understand White. Yeah. I read a lot of the comments on Discord and I'm gonna reply to them, both on chapter 66 and this update. And yes, Jad's doing so many things right, and he is trying his best. But yeah, I was very interested when Blue pointed out that, because yes, the contradiction. Almost like justifying, almost like trying to find a way out of the situation internally. Because this is the thing, one of the things in these 2 pages, because as I said, I kind of look at the update and try to see if it's enough. And there's a lot of things here if you look at it. Panel by panel, dialogue, monologue, and all of it. And there are some subtextual things here and there. And we see White with his overthinking here, which is mentioned on Discord as well, and how he stops himself mid-question with another question, so he's kind of hyperactive, but at the same time, it's exactly what Jad is doing, but on a more calm level, on a calmer level. He's just stopping himself and editing himself, and he's just as much of an overthinker and a chooser of words as White is. The lower bubble hides some words from White's questions. This one? Oh yeah, this panel is on its own. I'm just working on this, like this. Won't ask. Yes, he won't. Fearing to be bad or rude. Yes. Chad being scared of White is scary, very reminiscent of Noir being afraid of Black. they fought in a war while being this cowardly? Reader D here. Just saying. This may sound extreme, but I always saw Jad not too different from Ia. Was just internalizing it instead of yelling. Application is unresponsive, I guess. No comment. No, it's just such... It is such a comment that I'm like, wow. You brought me to a halt. I heard that pose. I just realized that when Jad touches White, White continues to overthink, but when the OGs Black and Daniel touch White, White stops over... Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Not everybody can be Black. D is somewhere in the future. I don't even have the webcam on, man. On a side note, I know we won't see Daniel soon, but man, the next time they catch up will be heavy. Ugh. See, so this is kind of like a very typewriter slash typing slash novel-like kind of font, and then we have Kid White question, and it's just how long has he been asking these questions or needing answers for these questions? I beg of you, draw Black and Daniel talking to White in a therapy session, please. Today I was thinking of, at some point, with an art book, I want the cover to be Black, White, Jad, and Daniel, and they are in a car, and I don't know what's gonna be happening. So Black isn't interacting with Daniel. Like White is just holding his face, like the idiot sandwich meme, looking at him or something. Ugh. I don't mean to rush, but I'm excited to see Black after the talk. Inad wants Black and White on a couples therapy kind of. I hate when Inad. I hate. I'm gonna hate every time Inad is on screen. Whenever he joins in main cast. Overthinking, overthinking, go away, come back another day. Inad therapy sounds like an experience. I mean, by Jandar's words, he's very good at his job. Why didn't you... this panel, man. And then he says, I. Guesses for what he's gonna say? Is he gonna ask any of these? And that's like it's on the house when offering wax therapy. Jandar's like the coolest person ever who knows what it means. He leads a whole other life. He does. He comes back in volume 11 so close, and he will make his appearance be the first chapter of the volume. If you want that, I will make that, but you're gonna have to think carefully, because with how volume 10 is gonna end, you might want something else to happen in chapter 80. Chapter 80. Today when I was writing the title for this stream, and it hits me so randomly that I finished 79 chapters. It's just wild. I remember once I was like maybe chapter 41, no, chapter 14 or something when I started, and I was sending Lucy the chapter or talking to her about the chapter, and I accidentally wrote 41, and I'm like, imagine reaching chapter 41. Dude. And that sounds like the cool, rich, charismatic relative abroad that when he finally comes home, he is. That's just Inad. You just... Rich, though, I don't know. He loves money a lot. Totally not projecting. Volume 10 is going to be worth its weight in gold. Chapter 100 would need a big celebration. No, it's chapter 99. Chapter 100 is the round number. It has 2 zeros. I don't think Andy is still here, so I can just hate on numbers all I want. I'm sorry, Andy, if you're still there. Thank you, Psycho. It's bad enough that this book is volume 10. Oh my god. I know I said last stream that I need to stop obsessing about numbers. But I mean, my characters didn't fall far from the tree. They need a lot of time to get over their bad habits. I think he will say, I don't have any questions, while his mind says the opposite. It looks too much like glasses, too. Oh, yes. I see it now. Thank you. Maybe Jad will insist, but yeah, I don't think it will be from the first time. His choice of I in such a low, almost fading speech bubble. Should I post this on Webtoon? Or should I... Next update. Relapsing. I think you say something instead of asking. That does sound like White. The narrator, I will speak in third person. White. Even though he's saying I, but it's like it does hit me like White is the kind of person who would throw a statement and wait for a confirmation or debunking. Thank you. 79 chapters, such a good number. Oh, help, I need help. I relate to White a bit, so I kind of think he will say, I don't know in the beginning. Do you have any questions about my relationship with your mother? You never asked and I never offered. I thought I was giving you what you wanted, to never talk about it, but maybe it was what I had wanted. And White says I. Well, maybe with the next update. Teasers, anyone? Like a baby bird? What are you doing on box set number 3? You heard the T word? That's the only T we have in Greyis. But wait, let me just move this. Try. Maybe you can get a glimpse at... Will it... You can see the other... What if... What should I turn off so you can see? Because we do have some thunder. I don't think this affects it, no. It's Jevi's side. No, I mean the bird. Elma said bird, and box set has birds, so... Hey, Ark, welcome. Okay. Not the track for the teaser. No. This works. But let me just make sure. Okay. My joke from chapter 66 today is it's very relevant, yes. We have 2 panels. It was very difficult to find good panels. Drum roll, thank you. Thank you, thank you, Psycho. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see. Yeah, it is lovely. Sorry. Oh, you can read that. That's cool. And the second one is Best White Smile. True. In a way, I won't be me anymore once again. This guy and his... Yes, trust the process. Thank you. It's like, we need a meme here. You don't say. No kidding. Whoa, that is loud. That is very loud. We need Amir? A meme? Amir. Whoever said this line, they know but didn't do anything for it. Whose monologue? Whose font is this? Whoever said this line, they know, but didn't do anything for it. Can't wait for 5 years from now when Greyis adapt and we can put it a John Mulaney meme compilation? I don't know who that is. No, Jad. White? No, it's Jad. They have been. Yes, they have been. You're true. That's what I said as well. Ah, I see. It was here? Karenina. Ah. Whoa, that one was big. So we're done with the formatting. That's great. Chad being critical in the moment of himself because White's not in the headspace to think of that. You say it like you know it. You know it, I mean. This is a very... special headspace. I think he lost all sense of time and place, maybe. So he wouldn't even know what a long time ago means, maybe. The dark side in White away from that side. That's a good reading as well. Delicious teasers as delicious tears. One of the things, let me open up the products that they added on the merchandise store. One of them was a badge that is like a canned drink, and I thought, readers' tears. Seller's catalog, I guess. That would merch only for you. No, I believe we have enough writers and artists and creators to want to own that. Visit site. So we have this PVC double-sided spiral notebook. I thought it's really handy. I feel like Black, you need a hug. You know what? Whenever I write these scenes between White and Daniel, White and Jad, and then just like a passing thought of Black, I always feel like he's such a breath of fresh air. Even in the most intense, sad moments, he just adds some lightness in my heart. This is the calendar, but you can choose the design for the months. So they give you a blank page. I don't know if my mic picked that up. That is crazy. That sounded really crazy. With this update, not only we are witness the storm that is happening in White's head, but we are seeing the storm itself outside of these windows, signifying what White is going through right now. I love this connection that you just made, Psycho. Brilliant. You'd buy all the merch. I do want to. Can shape badge. This is the one. When I saw it, I was like, what can I put here? And then it's like reader's tears. But then I just thought, like Ilma, that, oh, that's just for me. And then I thought, no, we have writers. We want this as one as well. Polaroid photo cards. We have a square towel, a pillowcase, a glass cloth. We have a hair scarf headband. This is the thing I will fail at creating. So let's close the tab. One of the things that I want, and it would make it easier for me to add, is if you're interested in any illustration as a print, because they do have prints and postcards. So poster printing and postcards. I was thinking of the screen caps for postcards. I would love black and white photo cards of them just being besties. Yeah. It would be nice. So yeah, if the feedback section or the merchandise channel on Discord, you can always just drop anything there. It will make my job easier until I design specific merchandise. Once I've done with all the printing and starting to work on volume 11 clippings. Dimple scene, oh. Imagining have white pillow and at the end you hug, oh my god, that, I think they do have oh, I want these little robots. What's this? Not everything is available to sell if you have a store, but they did have this big what is it called? The pillow thing there. If I ever release something like this, know that I've been brainwashed or possessed or something. Deltarune music for sure. It's written right under the webcam, Tam. A cyber's world. I need to get all the books. Okay, good segue to my question, which I asked on Twitter, and there's a problem. I get too self-anxious when I ask something, and then I get no questions and no answers, and I just delete the tweet, kind of like that Homer gif. That never happened. I didn't ask. If I was to release books specifically, a few books, Would you rather to spread them across the year, next year, or just release everything together? I'm asking for those, like, for shipping prices, and for those who, I don't know how these new taxes and tariffs and everything in the USA. I don't follow them, but I hear there are things happening there. So I just wanted, like, to get an idea. Greyis plushies, it will happen one day. They did tease adding plushies. Where is my mouse? I lost my mouse. There it is. It's okay, Tom. I have an empty body pillow and I really want to joke print on it a Minecraft characters. That's easier, but this, like, I want to change the page. That's how uncomfortable it makes me. I'm just too serious for these things, man. I've gotten better with time. Better with time. Because of shipping and saving over time, I prefer buying all at once. Spread cause we broke. I was gonna retweet that one after the stream because I don't have an answer. I think that releasing them all at once would be better to buy all at once. They're kind of the same theme. Release everything together. I think it's easier for you, right? About the shipping. It's the same work. I don't know. It's more work, definitely, but at the same time, I do like to get everything out of the way and move on and do all the marketing that I hate doing, and the reposting and the re-announcing and all that. Do it once in the beginning of the year. Then think that I'm gonna do it multiple times a year. It's weird to have a Hawkman or Hawk Baby plushie. These I want to make. I'd love to be able to make Hawkman merch and plushies, especially. Do they have posters? They do have posters. But again, I'm so bad at picking illustrations and scenes and stuff. So if you feel like you have specific illustrations that you would like to see as posters, please let me know. I appreciate it. Thoughts on making our own fan merch for personal use? I don't know how to answer these questions. Make your own decision, and I don't know how to phrase it. Anne remembers once asked me something similar to this, and I was so weird about answering it because I don't know how to phrase it. So it sometimes comes off very serious, as if I didn't like it. But it's not that. It's just to be safe. I don't like to give out for things like this, you know. Time to hunt for one of my favorite Greyis illustrations. Please do let me know. I'll just, it will be so easy because I just have to add the picture and release the thing. I know a lot of people will appreciate that as well. Those who have been wanting posters for so long. I think I'd like to learn about them all at once to save money I need. I'll definitely talk about them and tease about them. My game of teasing. I think I will at some point add blurred images to the shop, like coming soon. So I definitely have that in mind. I don't... I understand that I don't want to just not prepare anyone. At the same time, I do have, I said it before and I want to say it again, that I do have, I do need to make it clear that nothing is going to be released this year. Especially with today's updates, because it started when I started working on the handbook for volume 10, and the text alone took 60 pages. And there are fashion sheets, and there are short comics, and me throwing their jackets into the fire. These things should be printed in the handbook, which made me think maybe 2 handbooks. Oh, yeah, attacked. Do you mind if I were to show it to you before? No, I mean, here's the thing. It is your own art. You are making fan art, and you're doing it for personal use. So technically, there should be no problem there. But as I said a long time ago, it's I don't like to publicly agree, give permission, or deny anything like that, because there are people who take these things in different ways than how I said them. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't know if I'm being clear. But you don't have to show me. It's like, sometimes it's like, no. If you have better words to explain it, and I appreciate it, because I genuinely got lost not knowing how to phrase. Okay, so it's been almost 2 hours. You read on my end, silly. Still read. Oh, this is the highlight my message. Oh, I was thinking about these redeems. I was thinking about these redeems the other day. Like, what can I add so we can use? Like, I saw someone... I was at some artist stream the other day, and I saw someone having, like, I don't know, 1,000 or 10k redeem makes you a VIP. I think it's 10k, because if you have 10k points, that means you have watched a lot of streams, which justifies being a VIP. Sorry if asking publicly come across as rude. No, not at all. Please don't worry about it. I'm just so awkward explaining it that it comes across like I don't like it, or I have an answer that I don't want to say, but I genuinely don't have an answer other than it's your own art. You're creating your own fan art. It's like someone, like even with N, for example, N used some postcards to place them on a tote bag or something, and she shares them, and it's all good. It's personal use. I can't, like, if I have a keychain of CL Phantom Hive that I remove the chain thing and I just stick a magnet on it and use it as a magnet, it's mine. I'm using it for my own self. I'm not selling it and all that. So yeah, I appreciate the question. It's just so hard to answer these things. I just remember maybe when clippings come back, there will be not only gaming streams, but also sketch streams is what I'm excited for in the future. So yeah, let's just kill some time chatting. Because I don't like to end the stream before 2 hours. Gaming streams, work with me streams for sure, and clipping streams. Clipping streams is for me gonna be a thing. Like every Friday or every Tuesday, I'm gonna be working on clippings, and it's gonna be fun because I can just draw and color, and you don't get to read the text, or maybe it depends on the content, but it's gonna be fun, and it's not main story. I imagine main story is gonna have streams as well, because the way volume 11 is shaping up in my head is all over the place, and it's free, and there aren't that many teasers other than, like, for example, Inad appears. I don't want to spoil that, but other than that, it's just if Black and White are talking, if White is there, even if Violet. I kind of, my god, the way my mind blanked is just White. I have so many points, it doesn't even add them anymore. You should use them. Come on, we don't have anything, like, other than booster check. Your current favorite? Do you like... what is this? Name anything? Like, do you like number 5? I don't like number 5. What else? This or that? Yes, no questions? Least favorite? Hard-hitting questions is fun. Gush, ask me about Deltarune, maybe? Friendship question? I would love seeing you color live. I'm interested. I'm so interested. Oh my god, it's so... I don't think they're gonna be that is gonna be rewarding, but let's look forward to that. I do have to work on that in a black clipping or the return of the orca with Jad and White, since we are in the Jad White headspace. Gush Deltarune, oh my god, where do I begin, Chris? They... I had a question, Wasim in clippings. Does Wasim have an animal? Does Wasim have an animal? I think... Did I thought about it before? Let's see. I'll gush in a sec. Give me a second. Let me go to my notes app and search for, let's see, moose, maybe. Because I kind of remember I wrote the characters as animals. It's not here. It's on a note. I mean, a sticky note. Where could it be? Because Larissa is a swan. Where did I write them? I don't remember. But Wasim, I don't think. I see him as a mouse, but I'm not sure. I have to think more about it and look up old notes. Oh, look at all these redeems. Wasim in clippings, yes, I do need to write that White Wasim talk from chapter 67 as a clipping. Okay, Gush Deltarune. Chris, so Deltarune could deceive you with its look if you're not really comfortable with pixel art and old-looking games and colors, because I would have, at some point, I would have passed by and not played Undertale because of the look, because of the colors. The colors are too much to me. Kind of like I'm not playing Persona because of the colors and the look of the UI. Sometimes I get shallow like that, visually. But Undertale and Deltarune, by extension, are so worth it. Deltarune is my game of the year, and it kind of ruined a lot of games for me because it's so good as being a... It's so good at being a game that it made all modern gaming kind of boring to me. And Chris and Susie's friendship is the best. Deltarune is currently the only story that is making me theorize and think. Even though I don't theorize generally. It's just me noticing, like I notice a lot of things and I ask questions. This is my theorizing, as far as my theorizing goes. It's just like, oh, this. Gosh, and it's D saying one word, Chris, understandable. Blue gets it, because Chris is... Okay, let me try to sell you who Chris is without spoiling that much. And there's no confirmation, but it does feel like this is the thing. Because Chris is a silent... Great timing, Dark Sanctuary. Dark Sanctuary, I was talking about it the other day on a stream. And it's it makes Deltarune OST is my number one for this year, because the things Toby Fox does with this track and all the versions of it is wild, that I ended up watching too many musician videos about musicians just trying to play this track, especially the third Sanctuary. So yeah, Chris is this character that is silent protagonist who you would think is for you like an empty vessel that you would play with and control, like all games. You think that you can use any feeling or gender or you think you can control. But with each new chapter, you feel like Toby Fox is just playing with the idea of a silent protagonist that you embody in a game. And this is not a spoiler, this is me just feeling like if the final boss is this character fighting with us is gonna be very understandable for what we're trying to do. It's just perfect. And Susie is probably my favorite character. Also, my rabbit Jevi is named after one of the characters in Deltarune. So is that enough gushing? Let's move. Gushing Final Fantasy VII because I'm chapter 10. Oh, Cloud. Oh, Cloud. Oh, Cloud and Chris, my god. You're playing Remake? Blue? Oh my god, you're playing Final Fantasy VII and you're at chapter 10? And I know about this now? Because I urged you to use points to redeem? Fighting Chris would be my downfall. I hate myself so much that I will be very happy if they beat me. Ah, Chris. Chris is gonna destroy my world. I just feel it. Gush about gushing? Damn. Chris sounds intriguing, very intriguing. They are very intriguing. They are so good. For a silent, expressionless protagonist, you will be shocked. You know what I like about Deltarune? It's tackling this theme that I love, that we mentioned before, which is fiction. The one, like, I want to read ORV because people talked about... When I read Ikoku Nikki, I felt like I finally related. I finally felt something personally while reading a story. And then No Home hit me with this, I can be a fan again. I can love a story just for the sake of the story and the characters. And I just want to read and reread it because I love it that much. And I feel like ORV is gonna fill that void that I feel with how I feel towards fiction and stories. Deltarune is kind of tackling that through Chris and a lot of things, but Chris specifically. I feel like it's very personal to Toby Fox, and you kind of feel like there is some, even though Deltarune is an idea that came to Toby Fox way before Undertale, it kind of feels like there are certain things he alludes to in Deltarune that comes from his experience releasing Undertale and everything that's happened with Undertale since its release. And of course, Gerson, oh my god, the name. That character, the old turtle character, and his talk about stories, my god. Oh my god. We are gonna stay here all night, aren't we? wait, let's see. After I'm still talking about Deltarune, and I didn't talk about Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII, Zack Fair. You should play Crisis Core at some point, Blue, because I will go crazy talking about Crisis Core and Zack Fair. Zack Fair is the character. I love Cloud, but Cloud is the character I want to protect. Zack Fair is the character that inspires me. Best character, Zack Fair. Oh my god, these are so hard. Look at that. No Home, Alan Wake, Link, Kokoniki, Ilip Arts High School, Jevi. Oh no, Jevi, we're gonna need all night. Oh my god, Jevi, we're gonna... Listen, let me tell you something funny. So, ever since my dad passed away, I stopped sleeping in my room. I sleep downstairs so mom wouldn't sleep in the first floor on her own. When we have my sister or my brother from abroad coming, they sleep downstairs because we have the guest rooms downstairs. So when they sleep downstairs, I'm back to sleeping to my room, which I love sleeping at, and which has Jevi in it. So I sleep on the couch. The couch is like this. This is what I'm gushing about now. The couch. And I have 2 steps here. And then I build up this ramp for Jevi, because I don't know why he stopped jumping. And I sleep here. The first night, I was sleeping with my head up towards the ceiling. So at 3 a.m., I felt something licking my hand. I was like maybe sleeping like this. And I just felt something licking my hand. And I woke up, kissed his head, and felt at home. Something I don't feel that often. I just love sleeping in my room. Last night, the funniest thing happened is, how many of you played Silent Hill 4? So this point about me, my head, my face, scary connection. So the idea of, I mentioned me in the first night sleeping with my face facing upwards, because last night I was sleeping on my side. So I was sleeping like this. And this is the ramp. And Jevi went up the ramp. I just opened my eyes. At the moment, he zoomed so fast to get up on the couch. And I just saw his eyes. His eye was literally like this. He was so shocked. This is what I saw. Because Jevi is the size of my face, probably. So just imagine him zooming like this to see a whole face in front of him. Let me just look up the Silent Hill 4 that I was thinking about. Silent Hill 4, Eileen, room heads. And this was my first thought. There's this room in Silent Hill that is just one big head. This is the character, this is the head. And yeah, that was fun. Is that enough gushing about Jevi? I think it is. Let's go. I scared him, yes. He ran away back down, and that was that. Let's see. No home. Pass. Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Gush about Alan Wake. I mean, where do I begin, even? I need to gush about Final Fantasy VII. So, wait. Blue, you're playing remake, right? I hate to be the person who is you know, the parents who's obsessed with their kids. I hate to be the person who is obsessed about their story, but I played Final Fantasy VII Remake while I was taking some time off before I started recap, so I was trying to connect to my characters. So everything I consumed, including Link Click, including Nier Replicant, all the things I consumed in that break, I guess it was summer 2023, I imagined the boys experiencing it. And while I was playing Final Fantasy VII, there is this scene where oh, Alma, thank you. We're all obsessed about this story, be that parent. I'll be here just for, like, there's this scene with Cloud where there's this bridge that falls apart. He's with Jessie, and then he jumps, does a flip, and lands, so in a very cool way. And he's so obsessed with being cool, it's so funny. At the same time, he's so stunted at... you know where I'm going with this. And this character named Jesse tells him that that was cool, and he gives this slight smile. And I was just imagining Black playing this game, and he's like, he reminds me of someone. Who is it? Because that is pre-recap, so Black still isn't that much aware of White. So yeah, Cloud... reminds me often of White, is what I want to say, sometimes. But other than that, it's not because, like, I loved Final Fantasy VII and Cloud before I had Greyis. So it's not direct relation to loving Cloud. Cloud is just peak since 1999. Would Black play Final Fantasy VII with Amir? No, I don't think. Where is Cece? Yeah. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. It's such a special story. I have my criticism of the remake and rebirth in general, but I love the cast. And the characters are what carry a story, and the story is good, so that's why I'm giving it my time and money. But I do have my criticism, and Crisis Core is precious to me. There's a movie, Advent Children. Let me bring up something. So Advent Children is a movie, no spoilers. But Advent Children has this scene with motorbikes, a motorbike chase, that I drew something of Black and White at the time as well, because I rewatched Advent Children from that universe when I finished Remake. I imagine the boys on a trip, and the airport is very, very packed with people, so there are no places, and they're just sitting. White is sitting, Black on the floor, White on this, like, I don't know, a bench or something, and they're watching. Like, I imagined Black went to check if the check-in counter has opened, so they can just drop off the luggage or not. And then, or no, White is the one who went, because Black calls him and tells him, like, come quick, because the motorcycle helicopter scene is coming up, which White loves. And it's a very cozy sketch that I haven't finished. So you can imagine people all around, and they're just watching on the phone. Advent Children is so peak. A lot of people don't like it, but... You're haunted by Sephiroth, narrative-wise? Of course you are, of course. Oh. Jeffy Eyes and White Panel next week. So yeah, you can imagine it's a very crowded place. One day I'll come back to this. So yeah, gushing about Final Fantasy VII. We can continue. As you progress, Blue, always use the points. And I'll gush. No Home, pass. Alan Wake, Slippery Shoes, Alan Wake. It's probably what sold me on the idea of streaming games. It was the most fun gaming stream I've ever experienced. The way he pisses me off in an endearing way is very memorable. That was past was personal. I'm afraid to talk about No Home. Why do you want me to gush about No Home? Alan Wake, man. I can't wait to play 2. Link Click. I love Link Click. I hope I like it again once it's released. Because this short season we got, the Bryden arc, made it drop big time. And I thought that I was remembering season 1 and 2 wrong, but I rechecked them and I realized, no, actually, I do like season 1 and 2, I just don't like Bryden arc. The day we get new No Home content? Do you imagine there will be new No Home content? Ikokuniki. The anime is gonna start in January 6th, and I'm cautiously optimistic because the manga reading experience is so peak. I doubt the anime is gonna catch up to it, but I'm looking forward to having soundtrack, and I will check it for sure. Ikokuniki is a very life-changing experience. I tweeted recently, maybe 2 days ago, that there is a me before Ikokuniki and a me after. For real. It's changed something in me and it hit me in a way that I can't remember. Not gonna lie. I don't remember what happened to me that night I finished it, and I ugly cried so bad. I don't think I've ever ugly cried that much. For legit reasons. Like, I probably ugly cried as a teenager for my best friend not wanting to be friends with me or something, but ugly crying for like legit reasons that I'm very aware of at the doors of 40 years old. Oh, I'm turning 40 soon. Can you believe that? We are still here and we're just talking. They are torturing me with gushing about things I can't gush about for like a minute or two or an hour or two. It's a whole stream kind of gushing, and we have a mess of a canvas. Thank you for the follow. We have proper streams. Trust that. It's just a bit of a mess right now. Welcome back, Shro. So yeah, Ikokuniki is a story about a writer and her 15-year-old niece. And it was the first story I took too many screenshots. I had to clear my phone of old pictures. And then No Home happened, which I will pass on gushing. It still gets me from where you were supposed to confront the tornado in Alan Wake and a vehicle hits you. The way Ellen fell was priceless. I don't remember that, but I remember that section. I don't remember the way Ellen fell, but that section was so... I loved the use of words in Alan Wake. That was one of the best parts. And Barry. Barry is Barry. Just checked and Gakurakugai updated a few days ago. I checked it and I guess, what was the name? Yuto Sano is the name of the author? I think the mangaka said, oh, we need Peak Tau. This gonna raise the gush price now. I mean, as long as you're using them, I bet all of you have a lot of points, so let's use them and then I'll do proper redeems. You read Ikokuniki before No Home? Yes. I read Ikokuniki, it shocked my world, and I was like, oh my god, how does this thing... It was like the best thing. On my any list, I put it as number 1. And 2 or 3 months later, I started reading No Home, and then it was decrowned. I love taking too many screenshots of everything and then going through stages of grief when I have to delete. Ah, stages of grief. 43k. Let's see. Can I make the redeem now? Viewer rewards, power ups and channel points. Can I add maybe, like, you can use 10k for becoming VIP? I don't know how you do that now. Moderation, settings, that's so viewer rewards, I guess? No. Community, no. I'll look into it. $72k? I still need to catch a gaming stream one day. Maybe I'll catch one later if I decide to play Crow Country. Though, don't. They're fun. They're fun because the chat is fun. But other than that, don't expect that great of gaming. I'm not that good in gaming, but I enjoy the hustle, the grind. I want to see D play what? ASFTU? Oh, that's... Oh my god, that's STFU. Okay. I read that wrong. Even though I don't talk as you guys, I hope my existence here is good. It is good. What do you mean, then? Best of luck on your research, Aishu. Thanks a lot for coming, and see you next week with, I mean, back to the intensity and stuff. We're just having fun and gushing now. Space for the Unbound. I started playing that one. Yes, I played the demo maybe, or wasn't, or was it Until Then is the one I played? I don't remember. I still don't get VIP redeems to this day. I mean, they make sense when you think, like, if you put a large number, like 40k, for example, you have someone with 40k points, they watched a lot of your streams, so they should be VIP. It's better than me assigning them. Gush about Ilip. Is that how we say it? Ilip Arts High School. Gush about it. First, I don't remember names now, sorry. I love the duo from the last arc. The cutie with the long hair that loved the coolest of the bunch from the main cast. They start with D. And the guy with her, the other copy machine. I love those two a lot. I love the art so much. I love the topics it tackles. Friendship, female friendship, and some of the toxicity in it. The recent free update hit me so much because it's underrepresented. The idea of not being ready to forgive. This is one of these topics, like Greyis is full of forgiveness, the theme of forgiveness, all over the place, all over the story. It's a very important topic to me because I don't think it's tackled enough that a lot of people have a full picture of what asking forgiveness, doing something wrong, asking for forgiveness, or saying apologize, taking accountability, and also giving time for someone to process their sadness. Like, here's the thing. This is gonna get personal, but I feel like I'm kind of crossing the bridge to the other side, finally, after 4 years. But someone hurt me a great deal, and they apologized and tried to get forgiveness, like to get me to forgive them or something. I don't know. I think it's a very big word, but like maybe to get things back as they were, and it was too soon. Too soon for me to forgive. Like, the hurt was too much, and this is something that I kind of related to or felt the last update from Ilip Arts High School. Yeah, I need to reread it. But most people, if you ask for time to forgive, they just walk away. Drink plenty, you're gonna need it. What are we gushing about? Oh my god. Gush about Greyis. Let me open up the door for Sia and wonder, can I gush about Greyis? Bye-bye. Can I gush about Greyis? We hardly talk about it, that's for sure. I don't think I can. I heard it's an award-winning manga. Can you confirm? It's sad that the year is gonna end. Because it's gonna be in the past for me. I can't remember the last time we talked about it. It's been so long, so long. I mean, what do you say about... How much do I love the boys? It fluctuates. That's easy. I mean, even Jevi, he's been in this very messy attitude lately. So it's been driving me crazy. So yeah, I guess I'll pass. No home. Has anybody here not read No Home? What are you doing with your life? Oh, it looks so good in that panel, even though you can see his eye bags. I'll ignore it. He's not ready. He doesn't know what he's up against. You still need to read it? You should read it. You should... Oh, Elma. It's my fault because you can't stop reading Greyis. I'll take that blame. Thanksgiving arc was a mandatory reread recently. The other day I was on a voice call with Farvar and Amy, two friends of mine, and Farvar is reading No Home, and she mentioned she's at a certain number of episode, a certain episode number, and I looked it up and it's past the Thanksgiving and the new dorm, and I kind of went on a big see, here's the thing. I'll take the blame, show, for not reading, because you're rereading Greyis, but at the same time, you're gonna find a lot of things that you like in Greyis in No Home. I feel, because, but it's like, it's very different, because the beauty of No Home is how you have two guys that are not friends, that are so essential to one another, and their fights are glorious, and their arguments are even more glorious. Thanksgiving art. Arc is art, and peak beyond peak itself. And it concludes, that's the best part. It's not like an ongoing thing, and it's so well written. I've never reread anything. Wait, you know what we can do? We can watch me talk about it. I already have a section where I talked about it. Why am I gushing here? I do have a video about it, so we can see just the section about No Home. Where are my videos? Where is my channel? View channel, dude. Oh, I'm streaming. Okay. How do we... I guess I'll have to open it on a private window. Private window. What's your source? Me. Yes, me. Look. Outer Wilds. Yet, and I'll hate myself listening to myself, but look at that. This is my 2024. This is No Home. Ikokuniki and how... Here's Ikokuniki as well. I'm going to buy if it ever gets picked up by an English publisher. Now, if Ikokuniki was a series that hit me personally as a human being outside of any creative part of me, the next and last series, the best for the last in this case, is a series that was made for me. When people ask me what to do when they have an art block, I always tell them to go back to their roots. What that means is go back to what you liked when you were a grade schooler,
It's 9 o'clock.
most likely a preteen. You see, when you are a preteen, you're not a toddler that likes anything on screen, anything that moves with colors and a song, or a certain simple story that goes from A to B with good people and bad people. You're also not a teen that is looking for something to relate to, something to express your thoughts because you still don't know how to express them well, and you're not trying to find an image that you want to follow or watch what those people you want to be friends with are watching. When you were a preteen, you like something and it's pure you. I don't really have an interest in romantic relationships in life and fiction, but I hear often about coming across that one person that popped up into your life out of nowhere, rocked your world, inspired and revived feelings in you that you thought could never engulf you. And they just feel like they were made to be for you. And this is what No Home by Wanan felt like. My triple S plus favorite work in 2024. I find it very hard to tell you about No Home, because what I feel like I need is to talk to people who know No Home about No Home. When I was watching it, I wasn't watching it as a creator. I wasn't analyzing it. I wasn't relating to it. I wasn't learning from it. I was a pure fan just sitting there, liking what I like, following characters that I wholeheartedly love, and I just want to know what's next. And I'm not taking anything for me or for others. It's just me sitting there looking at a beautiful story unfolding in front of my eyes. It's another story that deals with grief in a very delicate, real, and nuanced way. It also talks about one of the most important topics of all time. You are who you surround yourself with. It talks about friendship, full stop. All kinds of friendship, in all of its stages. It also talks about family, every good and bad of it, through different kinds of families. I can't and will never be able to praise No Home enough. What starts as a funny comic with a lot of swearing and ghosts turned to be one of the most touching, real, and important stories. It is the dearest story for me. Wanan is a masterful storyteller. They tell the story and leave much between the lines, in this case, in between the panels, to elevate what's being told. The expression that didn't make sense the first time around made complete sense now that I'm rereading and know where we're headed. Every single theme that is explored in this series is extremely important. It's a series that I doubt anyone would read and not find a character, a line, or an arc that speaks to them. The balance between heavy topics and humorous interaction is extremely well done. The dialogue is nothing like I've ever read. It all feels raw and genuine with no room for cliches and gimmicks. It's the type of story that whenever or wherever you come across a part of it, an image from it, something beautiful pains inside you. Read No Home. It does seem like I have the least amount of words to talk about the most treasured stories. I guess they do leave me out of words. There is no outro. Thanks for watching till the end, and next time you're interested in reading something new, check Greyis. This is how I sell myself, man. I think I have a picture of Jevi. This is, yes. Fear not. I didn't waste tissues. I used them to clean Jevi's chaos. Jump scare. Read No Home. I was gonna say read Greyis. Read No Home, man. Just read No Home. It's something. It's something, I promise you. I don't do well recommending things, but I recommend No Home. Did I gush enough about No Home? Thank you, Draco. You do have a new manga to read. Never enough? I put so much into that video, so... It's 47 minutes. Did we learn today, class? Read Grey... I mean, no, home. Read Grey home. Or no is. I forgot where I left off though, but after seeing our professor's big praise, I'm gonna have to figure it out. Restart. It's so easy. No is. It could be no gray, no gray, and home is, but no is. This has been really fun. Grey home and AU where Daniel and Jad are teens and roommates. No, Jad and Noir. Daniel won't. I'd rather spend more time finding my place than restarting. I feel that, yes. That's good. Also, yeah, there is a crossover. The two main characters of No Home appear in chapter 76. This track, we're back to Deltarune. Sleep is? Wanna see something funny? I'll give you a lore about me. Where's my controller? There it is. You've been playing Deltarune with my little brother. It's been such a fun experience. Which chapter are you at? This is... I often write this under my artworks, which is these. Like, you know? These art. It's sleep. Black and Daniel roommates? Oof. Magic. Usually this is smaller, so it wouldn't. I don't even like sleep, but you know. It had a reason back then. Gotta go now, but it's been fun. It's been real fun. Thanks a lot. Enjoy your time with Final Fantasy VII. Please let me talk about it more. Talk to me about it more. And thanks for all your comments, Blue. Hopefully see you next week. I guess we need to end the chat. I gushed a lot that I'm really super tired now. I wanted to answer some questions. I have some questions from kind of like interview questions. And I wanted to answer them on stream so we can have fun, but I guess I'm drained. You drained all my energy with this gushing. Thanks a lot for coming. This has been great company for the formatting and all the discussion and also all the gushing. Next week I'll be at my parents'. I might not make it. I'd love to hear your thoughts whenever you can make it. No, not at all, Shro, don't worry. It's been real fun. Thanks for the hydrate. You're gonna give me ideas for redeems for the future. But don't ask me to sing or rap or dance or something. Thanks again for coming. Catch you later. Rap redeem, please. Silly, did you know that somebody wrote a rap for me to rap about Greyis? Oh, underscore. Oh, underscore. I hope he's doing well wherever he is. If the whole stream was in a voice channel, right? It would be very chaotic if the whole stream was in a voice. Never ending gushing. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And yeah, see you on Discord. Bye, everyone.